Samoilov, and this is AnnSamoilov.com. Today's blog post is going to be a little bit different because last week my husband surprised me with something very intriguing that he was asked to do at his office, and I just had to turn it into something that I could share with you. So let me just tell you the story. Basically, every year the employees and people on his team are asked to come up with commitments and what I like to call pledges that they're making for the next year. And he explained exactly how it was laid out on a piece of paper, and I thought, oh my God, this is brilliant. This is perfect, and I want to do this myself. Essentially, what you do is you take your top 3 commitments for the following year, you break them down into a plan, and then you give yourself a way to prove that you've actually completed what you wanted to, or you did stay committed to what you wanted to do. So I made you a little handy-dandy worksheet because you know how much I love making worksheets. So here it is, and I'm just going to walk you through it because down below the video you'll see, or it's probably above the video, you'll see that you can download it. So here's the thing. 2011 is speeding to a close, speeding. And I don't want to have you be out of your moment or out of the in the moment mindset, because I think it's important to enjoy each moment instead of being like, oh my God, the end of the year is coming. However, I do think that if you have regrets about your year and you know you want next year to be different, that it's a good idea to start thinking about what those things are now. And the new year, regardless if it's a manufactured holiday for whatever reason, or people have their many reasons why they're like, I have a resolution every day. It doesn't have to be New Year's. But I think that it is great because it's a clear marker. Everyone understands it. Everyone knows it. So it's a clear time when you can make goals, set goals, decide what's important to you, reaffirm something that's important to you. And so I like to start well before Christmas and really focusing on what I want to achieve in the next year. I will say that I also think about what things I can wrap up this year so that they're not hanging on and they're not loops I need to close next year. So here it is. So first, the first part of this 2012 pledge that I want you to make is I want you to list 3 accomplishments you commit to focusing on for 2012. And they can be as simple or straightforward as, I pledge to work out consistently and eat healthy in 2012 to improve my body and spend much needed time taking care of myself. Like I said, yes, it sounds vague, it sounds very general, and it is. But you know what? I can bet that many of you have that goal. And it's okay to start general. I really think it is. And I know that you're probably thinking, well, is it? It's okay to start general. So I want you to just go with that. Your other goals might be, I want to get a job where I'm valued and whatever. It could be other very general goals. It's okay to start big because we have plenty of time to narrow down. The next step is coming up with the plan. And I'm all about the plan if you know me and or you work with me. I want you to think of 3 really simple ways, maybe 3 steps, 3 actions that will allow you to continue measuring your progress towards your accomplishment. 3 things you can do immediately that you can put on that list that when you look back, you can look and see what you've done taking steps toward that accomplishment. My example was, okay, for my healthy living 2012, I'll keep a workout and food journal, which I did just start, oddly enough, recently. I'll exercise at least 3 times a week. I'll have an accountability partner check in with me once a week. Sounds great. Now I will say that if you can do any of these right now, start them right now. Don't wait until January 1. That's just silly. If you know that you can take action on something immediately, you should and you must. And go away from this video now and do it. The third step is, where's the proof? So at the end of the year, I want you to kind of, in your mind's eye, I want you to close your eyes or just think about a year from now. I want you to think, how will you know you've actually kept your pledge? You know, be as specific as possible. For someone who's looking to lose weight, what will you weigh? Maybe you'll weigh 5 pounds less. Maybe you'll have dropped a certain number of inches. Maybe you'll be participating in an activity that you maybe couldn't participate in because of your fitness level. Maybe you'll, help someone else, start their own weight loss kind of program. It's up to you. But these have to be clear-cut pieces of proof that say, oh, this is a success. And I'll tell you the most important reason why I've actually forgotten to do this step many times. And what happens is I'm well past the finish line. I'm well past achieving what I thought I wanted to achieve. And yet I never set criteria that told me when I actually finished. So I'm still going. Like, oh, I haven't won. I haven't done it. It happened with the white space solution, oddly enough. I didn't tell myself that the second I had it done, the second it was on my site, I didn't give myself those kind of markers that I had achieved what I set out to achieve. Because when you have those moments, you can actually celebrate, and it'll then set you up for making further goals, maybe related to those, or just things that will put you on the path to that next big goal that you can set to yourself. But you won't know if you're going to finish, if you've finished it, or if you've reached your goal, if you've met your pledge, your commitment, unless you give yourself some signposts to recognize what that success looks like. And then I made you a little sheet here so that you can just, you can print it out, you can kind of play around with it, write things in like what's your pledge, what's the plan, what's the proof. Some additional guidelines that I will say are definitely in place where my husband works is there's someone who keeps him on the path. There's someone who reminds him of what his commitments are, what he committed to for the year. And I think that is hugely important. If you have a small team of people, let's say you're an entrepreneur and you have a small team, you may want to tell people to be each other's kind of accountability partners. It's hard to just do it all on your own, and having someone that you stay accountable to really helps. I have an accountability partner that I've mentioned. I have one in 3 different areas of my life to keep me going. I have one for my health and fitness. Thanks, Leanne. I have another who keeps me on task in very unique ways. Thank you, Hillary. And I have someone who reminds me of my dreams and reminds me not to give up on those dreams. Thank you, Louise. And I have yet another person who reminds me, I forgot I have 4, who reminds me to take action. She is my action taker, and she is Sarah. So, see, I even have those people to help me stick on my pledges. So I definitely highly recommend finding someone maybe who has their own goals that they need help with. And that's it. So this week has been a little bit different video. I'd love to know what you think. Either email me, send me a message via my contact sheet, or post in the comments below. Tweet and share this with everyone, because why not? If you can help other people also reach their goals, make pledges for 2012 now, just think you're also putting a hand in towards their success. Have a great week. I'm out all week this week in Maui. Woohoo! Taking a little white space vacation, and I will be checking in, but I want you to have a great week, and I will see you next week. Take care.